Thank you so much, Shazia, for taking out the time to talk to me today.
All good, Pranav. Thank you so much for having me over.
Shazia, I would love to understand, what's the vision for Chumbak?
Right. So I'll basically start off by giving you an essence of what Chumbak really is and what we believe it to be and where we, see it headed to, and then land at the vision for it. I think essentially in a nutshell, what I would like to say about Chumbak is that we're pretty much a design company, right? That's the core of our business. What we've understood over the last 10, 11 years in the business is that we've got this immense amount of brand love from people that, are our customers and our community. We've seen that brand love extend across categories. We started off as a single category, player, and now we've got, this massive range of products that we kind of do. But the one thing that stays consistent across everything that we do is that very strong idea of design. We managed to kind of really be known for something. And the kind of reactions and the kind of responses that we've gotten consistently over the last 10 years have only cemented that vision for us in terms of being able to introduce a whole bunch of different things and see the same kind of uptake and the kind of acceptance from the community and the customers that we have. So that's something that we pride ourselves on. We see that going forward as well, in terms of not really standing for a particular product or a particular identity, but really standing for that very, very core sense of good design, good, well-designed products, good quality products, and that extending seamlessly across the lifestyle of the people and the community that we stand for. So that's in a sense what we believe that we are here for. And, that kind of transcends geographies, it transcends age groups, it transcends, anything and everything that typically defines what you should be there for and who you should be there for. And that's something that we're looking at running with for the next few years as well.
I love that, right? I think most brands struggle to find that one thing that they stand for. And just the word design, one word communicates the whole brand positioning, which is so powerful.
Right.
What's the broad strategy? What are the 2-3 key focus areas over the next couple of years that are important to scale Chumbak?
Right. So I think the pandemic has acted as a catalyst to where we were anyway headed to. Chumbak started off as a critical, direct-to-consumer business with a very, very strong online presence. We spent, the late 2010s kind of building our retail expansion. And the idea was always to kind of fall back on that strong, backbone that we had for the online business. And the pandemic only accelerated that. Thankfully, we had a solid kind of, backbone to rely on, and we managed to scale that quite, fast. We're now omni-channel. That's something that was in the works. All of our stores, all of our inventory is now, kind of live for people to explore that on our own website, which is, thriving to say the least, as well as, our marketplace partners. We are looking at being able to, and some of the work that has gone in the last year, 2 years, is to really be able to define our product categories, to upgrade our customer experience. So that's something that we're looking at building on. Obviously, international is everybody's, the next thing that we would like to be able to go for, but we're being very slow and steady and considered in that approach. We're very, very happy with the way that the expansions kind of allowed. The online expansion has really allowed us to step beyond the 22 cities that we were present in and really go after, the entire country, so to say. So that's something that is really exciting for us.
We've been working for a while, and every brand today is talking about e-commerce, omni-channel, and customer experience. But I think what's been amazing working with you and the entire Chumbak team is how you've actually been the leaders in this space, right, compared to most other retail brands over the last few years. Taking a step back and going a little bit deeper, what I'd love to understand is how do you see CRM and loyalty play a role in terms of the game plan that you have for Chumbak over the next couple of years?
Right. So Pranav, like I said, there are 2 things that really define us, right? One is our, core design, and the other is the brand love that we get from our community and our customers. So, design is something that obviously, the team's very, gung-ho about and is experienced to kind of run with. But keeping a wide community of customers engaged is something that is critical to the success of our business. And I think that is where Zeno really steps in for us, right? We have to be able to, given that we're a D2C player, given that we're a new age retailer, we have to be able to move away from what is considered as, best practices that have been running in the retail industry. We have to be able to step beyond that. We have to be able to understand what really our customers want from us and be able to reach out to them in a manner that is consistent with their expectations of us. And that is where, Zeno really kind of closes that loop for us in terms of being able to reach out to the right audience in the right way at the right time and be able to do that consistently with very transparent results. So, that's really the piece of the pie that Zeno kind of is allowing us to do now.
The improvements that you were looking to make in your CRM program that led you to onboard Zeno?
So, keeping the efficiency in terms of metrics aside, I think one of the critical things that we wanted to be able to do was to have a very transparent system of being able to engage our customers. Loyalty programs have been around for, years and years now, but somewhere, you have the system running. You understand that it makes somewhat of an impact to your business, but you're not it's not a very black and white kind of a association, because it's something that's constantly running. So you don't really have like a understanding of, okay, if I was to switch this off today, what is really the impact on the business going to be able to be? But with Zeno, it's very easy to really understand the kind of impact in black and white that it can have on your business. There is nothing left for assumptions. The numbers are right in front of you. The ROIs are right in front of you. The metrics are right in front of you. And that also allows you to understand what are the levers that need to be pushed, to help you get to a business impact. So I think that is really where the needles kind of move for us.
Or I think having visibility that's allowing you to then move the needle. Because
Correct.
once you know what to do, everyone can figure out how to do it.
Initial
Results since you started working with Zeno.
So it's been interesting because as you know, we started right before the second lockdown happened, and then there was a change in plans, etc. But I think so far the results have been very promising. We've been able to run various types of experiments. I think we're still in that learning phase, but the experiments that we've run and the hypotheses that we had started off with are beginning to kind of show impact. So we're headed in the right direction and hopefully looking at scaling this up much further going from here.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we're a few months into the journey, and I think that journey was a little delayed because of the second wave. For anyone who's listening in, who's thinking of exploring using Zeno, right? What would you have to say to them?
I would say go for it. Really, I think the team is solid. The plans that are presented are very well thought through. They work like your in-house partners. It's not like an external person that's working on the kind of business impact that you want to be able to achieve and the kind of engagement that you want. Things are very transparent. Metrics are right in front of you. You can understand what to expect and what not to expect. So it's a very simple process in that sense. So only good things to say.
Cool. No, thank you so much for those kind words. They were probably better than what I could have said myself. So, thank you so much again for that, Sharjah. And thank you for taking out the time today to talk to me.
It was lovely. Thanks, Pranav.